everyone, it's Christy and welcome back to my channel. I have my March Plan With Me video up now, coming to you live from my bedroom on May 20th. Much like everyone else in the world, at the beginning of the year, I too fell in love with Wandavision, so I knew that I had to make it one of my themes. And since the show ended in March, if I remember correctly, I knew that that would be the perfect theme for this month. There are so many different eras and stuff. I knew that it would be so fun to make because, you know, it goes through different decades. What I'm doing here is the cover page, which I did a bunch of different TVs from different eras, which is kind of like what their promotional pictures were. I sketched them out in pencil and then I went through and traced everything with a fine liner, and then I added some color with some markers, and then I wound up printing out stills from these from the, promotional pictures and stuff from the episodes and on sticker paper, and then I cut them out to fit into the TV screen so it looks like it's playing the picture, and I'm really happy with how that came out. I had sketched all the TVs freehand, so I was very excited about how they came out because there was a lot of tiny details, and sometimes when there's a lot of tiny details I get kind of sloppy or lazy, but I didn't do it this time. And then I used my Crayola Super Tips for all the different colors. I actually recently upgraded from the 50 pack to the 100 pack, which is very exciting. I'm sure if you're watching this video, chances are you'll get why I'm so excited about a bunch of markers. But there were so many color choices, which is good because there's a lot of similar colors here. By the time that I got around to recording the voiceover for this video, Wandavision has been over for a couple of months, and I have to say, this was making me really miss it. It was such a good show. It was like the highlight of my week, waiting for Friday to see the new episode and the cliffhangers. Oh, I missed that. But now we're moving on to the first weekly spread. I was really wanted to do something to kind of incorporate the change in time. So I have like the present day Westview sign, and then right through half of it we have an old one, and I did the same thing. I sketched it out in pencil and then I used my trusty Super Tips, and that's how I got that. The next spread I did was the monthly overview, and I was inspired by the please stand by message at the end of each of the episodes. I kind of took different inspiration from each episode because everyone was slightly different, and I really liked the way that it came out. It came out very cool and computery, which is the technical term, of course. After I added some color, I went back and I added some details with my white Jelly Roll pen. I feel like every time I see someone post on YouTube or Instagram or something and they're working with the Jelly Rolls, they're so saturated and bright, and no matter what color Jelly Roll I'm using or what surface or material I'm going over, I feel like it's just so light and hard to see. So I'm wondering if anyone else has that same issue or what you do, or if there's a better brand that I should try. But if you experience this and have an answer or any advice, please let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. This was another spread that had a lot of detail, so it took me a long time. I'm sure you guessed this is really sped up, but the details were so worth it. Looking back now at it with all the colors and everything, I'm still obsessed with how it came out. For the first weekly spread, I wanted to kind of show the difference in the eras. So what I did was I sketched out the Westview town sign, and I had one half be old and black and white and the other half be the modern day one, which is really fun to kind of have to line up the different styles to make it seem like it's switched into one another. So that was cool. finished up the sign, I moved on to my next piece of artwork on the spread, and that was a cute little portrait of Wanda and Vision. I wound up using watercolors for this one instead of markers because I wanted to kind of be able to control the shadowing a little better, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And then after that, I kind of added a little bit of light blue watercolor paint around it to kind of like add a little more dimension and a little more color. And it was really fun. I also added a quote that Wanda says, like, "We are an unusual couple," and there it is. Yeah, so I'm really excited about how it came out. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but I am. Is anyone else totally obsessed with Elizabeth Olsen? She's just so cute. I'm like, oh, I love her. I feel like I would just trust her. You know, she seems very trustworthy. I had a lot of fun picking what each theme for the week was going to be. For one of them, of course, I had to do Jimmy, Darcy, and Monica, the dream team. Of course, had to get them in there. And who can forget Agatha? That actually was the last week of the month, and I was really excited about the way it came out. And then I also just made some fun just pictures and stickers and stuff, and it was a really fun and detailed month. You know, looking back at it, I feel like that's the best one I've done in a while. I've been a little, I guess, uninspired. I haven't really had the motivation to do really detailed and fun spreads, but this has kind of inspired me to get back into it. So I guess it's a good thing that I procrastinated doing this voiceover for 2 months. Here I used my Archer and Olive acrylograph pen to letter out this quote. I also used some of it to add some color to the Westview sign. And it matched perfectly, and then here I am adding the blue that I talked about, which I feel like it just adds a nice little sky, just a little more detail, which is just fun. And then I added a little design with some white and blue there because I felt like that matched kind of some of the pictures and the theme, you know, the decor of the show in this era.